Good morning, everyone. Today is Brent's birthday, so I left him this little note this morning by his coffee, but I guess he ended up getting coffee at work, but it's the thought that counts. And here's my little streamer. So I also did these little streamers for him and surprised him with that, so he appreciated it. But this is all just stuff that I had around the house that I just put up on a whim. You guys, so my husband, let me just tell you, he is so funny. He is not a gift person at all, so I really don't get him anything elaborate for his birthday, and it falls right after Christmas. But he's a quality time person, and he really does just want to do something fun and spend time with me. So that's what I try to do, and every year I do a scavenger hunt for him. So today I'm just at home and I'm planning that, and we're doing it later this month on a weekend. And he always looks forward to that, so I'll try to vlog it, and that way you guys can see how I do it. And it's all about less gifts, more time together, and he really appreciates it. Brent is the husband that literally buys me flowers on his birthday. He is super selfless, and he always has been, and that's a quality that I just absolutely admire in him. And so I always try to make his birthday super special, and that's why I've just tried to do little things around the house today. I did get him some gifts, but our big thing is definitely the scavenger hunt. So I just spent my entire morning watching the Passion Conference going on in Atlanta. Oh, how I wish I could be there. I just heard Levi Lusko preach, and boy did he preach. So that was so awesome that I could tune in online this morning, and I am having a great start to my morning because of it. I'm gonna take your puppy out if you're gonna eat some peaches. What do you want to listen to today? Ooh. Look at real. Peaches. Hey! Ruby! Ruby! So I am about to eat a leftover piece of pizza for lunch right now. I'm heating up the oven, and it's a pretty big slice left over from last night's dinner. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of leftovers. I never have been, but what I am a fan of is being a stay-at-home mom. So eating lunches at home help us afford for me to be able to do that. Therefore, I have joy when I'm eating my pizza. See what I did there? I just changed a negative thought into a positive thought, and that's how I am actively training my mind so that I can live every day with joy. Does anyone else take their Coke with a straw? I cannot even drink out of the can anymore. After someone told me about putting a straw in my Coke, I never went back. So I am so excited. I'm starting these 2 books for the beginning of the year. I'm doing online Bible studies with some girlfriends of mine. So I cannot wait to dive into these. I'm going to get started today. That's why they're sitting out on the table. But these look amazing. I read the back covers and a little bit about them online. And then I have this cute bookmark, which is from October of 2015. We were pregnant with Ruby here, but we did not know. So this book right here, I'm just going to read this top part. Embrace your identity and purpose in an age of confusion and comparison. Yes, I need that. And then this one, living loved when you feel less than, left out, and lonely. Definitely need that too. So you guys might think I'm ridiculous sitting here with my candle burning and 2 books and my Coke and all that, but honestly, I try to make things nice for myself because when I'm home as often as I am taking care of Ruby, I do little things to just make me happy and bring me joy. And today, one of those things is even that I put a braid in my ponytail. Guys, I don't do that every day and it's making me excited right now. So it's the little things, guys, it really is. I even broke out the fancy napkin for my lunch today. I'm not using a paper towel, and I am not kidding you. It really does make me happy. I love candles, polka dots, and floral prints, and those are all part of my lunch at home today. Hey, little lunch buddy. I put the happy birthday daddy message up on his new message board. And I kind of want to explain that message board gift idea to you guys. A lot of you might be thinking that I gifted that to Brent and it was really a gift for myself, but that's actually not the case. I could see why you would think that. But basically, Brent and I have always left each other notes at the coffee station. And so I started that a long time ago. So it was actually a good gift idea for him and he loved opening it on our Christmas morning. I used to write all of his notes on little pieces of paper or on greeting cards or anything I had around the house, and they'd always be there waiting for him at the coffee machine when he came down to get his coffee in the morning. But I hate to say that after Ruby was born, things just got a little crazy and I wasn't as good about writing notes. So my idea was to get him this message board, and I just keep the letters right here in this little drawer nice and close for me to grab those, and I can just make little messages. I used to write him long messages and I'm sure he misses that. I wrote him just prayers and thoughts I had for him that I claimed over his day. But now this is kind of our little compromise and I'm glad to just be doing it again in some capacity because I know that he really enjoyed it. For all of you wives out there that might be rolling your eyes at me right now because they're like, oh my goodness, she writes her husband notes every day. That's kind of cool, but I definitely don't do that myself. I totally get it. I came up with that idea because Brent and I was just trying to actively pursue him, and that's something that's really important in our marriage, is that we want to continue pursuing each other even though we're married now and we could get lazy with those things. But that is something that was easy for me to do, and that's something that I came up with that I thought he would enjoy, and he has. I mean, it has been such a game changer in our relationship because think about it, even if you're not getting along and you go to bed and you're just, you know those nights. He would always have that to wake up to in the morning, and a lot of the times it was pre-written, which was really interesting because it just starts your day off with just remembering that you love each other and that no matter how you went to bed or what you had discussed the night before or what you're walking through in your marriage at the moment, that's just the glue that sticks you together. So I was just upstairs looking for Brent's pile of notes, which he says that he has somewhere, but I couldn't find them. But he showed them to me before. He's had like a box of all of the notes that I've written him. So if I can find those later, I will show you. But this is another thing that Brent and I do, which is really silly. But I mean, these are the things, guys, that just are so easy to do, but it keeps you connected. We have had these magnets on our fridge now for probably, I don't know, like a couple of years, but I just had the whole letter set when I used to have a roommate when I was in college, and so I threw out all of the other ones, but I kept the K and the B, and then I had this little heart love magnet that I've just always had. It's probably from Michael's or something, but Brent and I just every day we switch the letters, which is just really silly, but it's something that we look forward to, and it's something that we communicate about because if he, for some reason, forgets to put the B, this is what he does when I'm saying switch the letters. Like, if he looks at it, he'll switch it like that. And so I might just be walking by to like, oh, like come open the fridge, and I will see that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, he's been by. So then I will take it, and I switch it back. so that the next time he walks by, he'll see it. And it's right where we come in off of the garage, so it's super easy to do, and it just catches our eyes. And like I said, guys, it's super silly that we do this, but it's the things that make our marriage ours. So I'm totally eating some of Brent's gourmet gummy bears that I got him for his birthday. They're really good. So today I'm just hanging out at home. Nothing I'm doing today is super entertaining, so I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about one of the things I did to start living my life with joy, and it was really simple, so maybe you will do it as well. I just did an overlook at everything in my life, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start to weed out some of this negativity because it's everywhere and it's so accessible with social media these days. And so that is exactly what I did. I went through my Instagram and Facebook feeds, and I just got rid of, not necessarily people I know, friends or anything, but I got rid of more so people out in the world that I don't know, like celebrities and just different, I guess you would call them the influencers of the world, the people that have a lot of people following them. I started to weed those people out because I was following a lot of people, and I realized that it just wasn't that good for me. They weren't feeding me with things that I needed to keep on my mind. And like they say, comparison is the thief of joy. And that's exactly how I was feeling by following certain people. And it's not that I don't like them or just anything, but they might be leading a different lifestyle than I am trying to lead right now. And it just wasn't good for me to be looking at that all the time. So I did that, and I started to just be really conscious about who I was going to add to my feed. And I started thinking about, how do I want to feel? Because when I look at that as often as I do, that is important. I want to follow people who inspire me and who put positivity out into the world and who have encouraging posts and who can be relatable to where I'm at today as a mom and a wife. So that's what I started to do, and I just started to seek those people, and a lot of them are authors like Lysa TerKeurst, who I'm reading that book, Uninvited, and they just put good things out there. So if you want to do the same thing, I challenge you, look at your feed, see if there's any people that you're following that you can do without, and then try to replace it with stuff that will feed you and will make you feel good and bring you joy. Thank you guys for following me in a day in the life today. I just stayed at home, so thanks for checking it out. And I hope you will like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. Ruby and I are going to go get ready to party with our birthday boy. We'll see you next time.